More hug just for me. That girl nasty, make that ass go dumb. Put my thumb in her butt. That girl nasty, put my dick in the gut. Pull it out, slap it on the butt.
Damn.
Yeah. Thumb in the butt. What?
I'm
I'm still up here like, okay.
That's too much to me.
I don't know, but some freestyle bitch that like it.
Who is that?
That would be Cray. That was shout out to Cray. The song is called That Girl Nasty.
What's up? It's another week at Doll Survival Guide with your girl, Mafia Doll Brittany E. And we got your girl Lovey on the ones and twos.
I ain't spit.
You don't spit?
Oh, that's curious. I didn't say
Oh,
that.
I thought you did it sloppy.
No, I said I ain't shit. But now that you said that, it might be my new sign on. I don't spit.
Oh.
But then people think I can't rap, and I can't be having people think that, so never mind.
You can definitely spit. And tonight we have...
You already know it's Don Lucci in the building.
Hey.
Yep.
She has returned to Love to Jam.
Okay.
I'm back like I never left.
Yes.
Tonight episode is about fair trade. Peace over friends. So I don't know, but Drake really inspired this whole...
You said Drake.
Yes.
Okay,
CLB,
okay.
actually, the whole album, oh my gosh, it's just been one of them hit bangers, okay? If you haven't listened to it, you have to.
Lover Boy?
Yes, Certified Lover Boy.
Lover Boy.
But it's a song on there, and it's called, what is it? I don't know. I call it Fair Trade, but it's not called Fair Trade. But
Donna is no help.
It is fair trade.
It's not called Fair Trade. It's called something else.
I've been losing friends and
That's
finding
the hook. That's not the song.
Honestly, that sounds like a fair trade to me. It's fair trade.
It's not called Fair Trade.
Oh, well,
I just
shit.
use
Let
the
me just
song.
look
That's
it
what
up.
I'm saying. Go to
Oh.
music. That ain't it. You see how people do you? And this is why it's called Peace Over Friends. Because no, I'm just playing Luch. I ain't gonna do you like that.
Please don't do me like that. But
You
I'm going to
do
let
me
you know
like
that
that,
this
and
song
that's-
is called Fair Trade, so you owe me an apology.
That's not Fair Trade.
It's right there.
Where am I looking?
Right now, Donna's holding the phone up, and Brittany is
It's
looking at it.
called Fair
I have to
Trade.
narrate
okay,
for the
it is
people.
Fair Trade.
I have to narrate for the people that's just listening.
I know, and can't
right
see
now,
what's going on.
right now, Don Lucci's holding the phone.
My friend is
Always.
very analytical, okay? If
But I always
anything
gotta
is,
back-
yeah, she got to back up that she's right, okay? She don't give a damn what I done told her. She's going to double check and verify that it's right. Remember the Remy Martin situation?
Bro, why me and her went back and forth about Remy Martin and Remy Champagne or whatever it was supposed to be in cognac, and why is it both?
Yeah, Remy Martin.
I call it a champagne.
It says
She
it on
called
the-
it a cognac, but it's actually both.
Both.
And we was
It's
going
champagne
back and
cognac.
forth.
It says
I'm
it
like,
on the
you say
bottle.
cognac. But see, either I'm right or we're both right. See,
Right. But you're not wrong, though.
Right,
That's what you
I'm
do
not
know.
going to be wrong. She's not going to tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, man.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so let me get into this topic. I don't know about you guys, but usually around this time the year is coming to a close, and I'm really trying to get my focus together, wrap up what my affairs for the year, and kind of plan for what I have coming that next year. Now, I'm a little rude. I'm one of those type of people you have to take in dosages, or maybe I need a little sugar with my bullshit or something. And I probably come off a little rough. Is rough a good word, Donna?
Strong.
Okay, I come off a little strong. And one thing about being busy, I don't think people kind of fully grasp that being busy, you really don't have a lot of time to bullshit. And when I say bullshit, you really don't have a lot of playtime, that things that don't kind of serve a purpose for the goal you working toward. So I've noticed that a lot of times when you start focusing more on yourself and catering to yourself and belittling your circle, I don't want to say belittling, but kind of, weeding out certain people that kind of get your time, I think people take a misunderstanding to peace and, oh, you just don't fuck with me anymore. So, it's always the thing where I know for me, I find myself always explaining to people, oh, it's not you, it's me. And I think sometimes people be wanting more of an explanation on why you distance yourself. And it should never, I feel like it's your life, your prerogative. You should never have to have a conversation, especially when people know you and deal with you. I feel like they should have an understanding to, oh, they're just busy, and not, oh, you not fucking with me. Because I think that tear up a lot of relationships, because then you find out shit that you didn't even know was a problem in your relationship just because you ain't answer the phone. Donna, I know you laughing because you tell me you gonna beat me up all the time.
But I'm very understanding still at the end of the day, with the beat you up on top of that. I understand what's going on.
With the beat you
I
up on top
understand
of
you're
that.
busy and you have a life, but
Yeah,
don't play
but
with me.
You see what she saying?
Don't play with her.
Yeah,
Yes.
she is
Slightly.
She acts like I'm her girlfriend. What is wrong with her? No,
I give
we
you
had
space.
that was a conversation though. Did we not have a conversation on if I go MIA, it's not toward you? It's I'm trying to figure it
I
out.
told you the same thing. After I learned it from you.
After I learned it from you.
Yeah, it helps me.
But
Shit.
I'm saying before we had that conversation, it was a conversation that needed to be had amongst someone I called my friend.
Right.
Because I tell her all the time, like, girl, I'm so glad you made it, because some of these people did not make it through the continuation of my life. Like, you learn, you have to sometimes get rid of people. You sometimes gotta weed them out, or they weed themselves out.
That's true.
So at this point, I'm just more concerned about anything that doesn't serve me has to just kind of go. And if it's a person, I want to disassociate, fill that void with something else, so I don't miss that they're gone.
I mean, we're at the age where no one should be around you. Mom, dad, friend, sister, brother, kid, if it's not beneficial in a way.
That's not true.
Shit.
Is that not true?
Listen,
your kids gonna have to give you love.
You yourself beneficial. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not always what benefits you, but what benefits that you can provide. Like, I be in situations with dudes that I know may not be on my frequency, and I know what I benefit, what I can benefit them for. Feel what I'm saying? And I go into the situation because that fulfills me, being able to be beneficial. Now, it can blow up in my face oftentimes because people use me.
Right.
But it's like, at the end of the day, it's not like I feel some type of way, because it's my good graces, and nothing can take away from that. It's like giving a bum on the corner $1, and he's gonna go around the corner and get some crack. It doesn't matter, because you're trying to give him the dollar out of the kindness of your heart. What he chooses to do with it,
okay, but that's different between trading somebody out. I think we're trying to focus on, what are you willing to give for your peace? Like, what are you willing to sacrifice and give up to have peace of mind? Because at this point, I'm giving up whatever. You get what I'm saying? It could be a person, it could be a thing, it could be a habit. But my mindset has to be different, because I want different. I can't bullshit all the time and expect to get the same results.
well, obviously not. But I'm saying, friendship wise, it's kind of like,
Oh, you gotta go if you. Mm-mm.
It's like saying, if I can't use you, we can't be friends.
We can't. Our relationship has to be reciprocal.
Okay, so that's different than being.
How is that different?
Because reciprocal means that both parties are getting something. What you're giving is what you're getting. But if you're just only with someone, hanging out with this person, which a lot of these motherfuckers do, because they're beneficial, then that shit is not. I don't like that. Like,
When I say beneficial, beneficial doesn't always mean like money or nothing like that. When I say beneficial, I mean inspirational. Somebody maybe you can talk to, somebody that's gonna listen before they speak, somebody that's gonna tell you, like, really when you're wrong, like, have your back still, but still go say, hey, you still kind of wrong, or hey, don't go about this way, or do this way. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be beneficial. Just like when I said kids, anybody, they go love you. You know what I'm saying? Something got to give from somewhere. When nothing is given and you're doing all the giving, eventually
Somebody
you're going to be
drains.
losing friends and finding peace.
Exactly.
And
I
it's
understand
definitely
that.
going to be a fair trade to be.
That's understandable.
And you know what I'm saying?
And
That's what I mean. Just like at the end of the day, like, you're beneficial to me. Every time I see you, put a smile on my face.
For sure.
That's
I think
beneficial.
People get the wrong idea of the word beneficial. Okay.
Yeah.
Because when I hear beneficial, it's almost like
tangible.
Yeah.
No, and then you gotta get uncomfortable.
That's what people want.
And that's what we're used to.
That's what
we're used to.
We need to break that because that's just surface thinking.
I agree.
Yeah, we need to break that mentality.
Like, the older we get, our mindset is supposed to expand. It's kind of like school. You know, life is school almost. You know, you only get tossed or thrown at you what you can handle. So a lot of times we be going through experiences losing our mind when really the solution can be so simple.
It can all be so simple.
But if you don't have the right support around you or the right atmosphere, you can't grow and you can't thrive. It's just true. Unhealthy. And if you have certain situations that make you feel a certain way about yourself, I don't think it's healthy. So...
But you have to have those beneficial people around you that's going to help you and encourage you and tell you when you need to do this or do that. Or, hey, I don't think that picture was it. Or, friend, I don't know about that hair color on you. I think I kind of like it this way. Or, shit, man.
So, when did you realize you needed to trade off a couple of things out of your life? And what were those things for y'all? Because I can run and talk about me all day long, but I want to hear some of y'all experiences.
You first.
Well, can you repeat the question?
So
yeah. Repeat the question.
Look at Donna.
So basically, what situations have you found yourself trading in for peace?
Okay. I traded... that's a tough question. Peace. I think
this bitch act like she been perfect forever.
I'm not.
Peace. I mean, I'm perfect now.
No. I'm trying to. You okay? Now, mind y'all. First of all, I'm 10 years older than you, ma'am.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Checking us already.
Putting them numbers on the board.
Okay. I'm putting them on the board because say that you know what I'm saying. I feel like I have
a play.
I'm just saying. I feel like I have it. It took me exactly.
Don't pull that card.
I'm just saying.
This is the only place we are safe to not bring age into the equation. We are all equal partners.
I want to hear this. Your 10
age wise, but your 10-year maturity. Let's hear.
I have a lot to learn too. We really learn through phases. So come on.
Okay, peace wise, I have to say I gave up that innate need to be in control. You know what I mean? That's something I had to realize, I can't control everything. And even if I do for people, that doesn't mean just because I do for them that I can then control them after I've done for them.
Okay.
As if their obedience is their payment for mine. My friend took her headset off.
That's funny.
Hey, we're just being real here. I'm just being real.
Control them.
Now I didn't pay for you to listen.
Oh my God.
I didn't pay for you to listen. Don't play.
Okay. So now you own them because you done did something for them. Oh my God.
Again, I grew
in 10 years. Thank God.
Yes. Because I used to think that, but it wasn't because I just got that idea. Like my mom was like that. You know what I'm saying? Like she's very, very, very controlling to the point where she made a living out of being that, and she's got bread. She's good.
Yeah.
She took it to the next level. She has degrees in management, basically telling people what the fuck to do.
Okay.
Anyway, I said all that to say she would be like, I did. I want to go somewhere or some shit, and she'll be like, well, I did this, so I want you to take this time and spend it with me, and I'm like, I want to do, this is just me, over, not literally the actual conversation, but just overall.
That's what you took from it.
This is what I took from it, as, over the years. And I used to think dang, why she don't want me to do anything or whatever, what's going on? But really, it's she wanted me to spend that time with her, you know what I mean? and it was just weird because she didn't know how to say that. She would like manipulate me in a way to where it's like, I'm gonna do these things for you, and then later on it's like, well, but I just did this and this, and you don't even want to spend time with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? And I didn't realize that I had adapted that quality from her. Like that's something that I thought it was normal though, but I didn't know. I thought it was normal. I thought that's how everybody.
Your love and affection this way, so I expect for you to bow down.
And that's what, you know, and she probably didn't even know, you know what I mean? She probably didn't even, like, cause she was young too. My mom, you know what I mean?
Right.
She had me young.
So she's only doing probably what she's seen because we are creatures of habit.
Exactly.
What we see, we imitate, even when we don't, even when we don't want to be our mothers.
Exactly.
We do sometime have that trait naturally, you know, and we have to break the cycle.
So that was my, you know, as I got older, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like I would just give and do, and then be waiting eagerly for my return. Never came. And then when I say, hey, remember when and then it's, you throw everything in my face. I'm like,
I had to learn that the hard way too. I understand where you coming from, Nessie, because I mean, growing up, I'm a hairstylist, so you go use me. I'm to be used. I'm gonna be useful to anybody in the service industry. Anybody, so I'm gonna be your best friend. It don't matter if you like me or not, girl. You know how to lay baby hairs and braid, girl. Hey, so I mean, I understand the same thing. You like do, and then you expect like, okay, well, since I did this and this and this and that, I would think I would be this best person's best friend. But what I did learn, if you don't do nothing for a motherfucker, if you don't do nothing, the person down there treat that person better than they treated you. The friend that don't do a goddamn thing.
Right.
That's what I've learned.
Well, I think along the way, our journey and relationships with people, we learn our place in their life. I think you realize who you are. A lot of times we be expecting to be more than really who we are to them. That's just like me and Donna have a great relationship. And if you didn't know us, you'll be like, oh, y'all are best friends. And for a long time, we'd be like, well, we have separate best friends, but we're more like family, you know? So we don't really say best friend. You get what I'm saying? Because that just sounds...
I don't know. It'd be more than a best friend because we have a very beneficial relationship. Like very beneficial. It's always going to be like beneficial with us. So it'd be like more than a friendship. Because I can talk to Brittany. Brittany can talk to me. I know my business not going nowhere. She's know her business not going nowhere.
Right.
She can call me and say, hey, I want my hair done, my makeup done. I need you to help me pick this outfit. And it can happen. I can't call too many friends and say, hey, come over here and do this latest lace wig and do this makeup.
Right.
You think I'm about to get into it with my friend? Hell no. I'm going to shut up.
Right.
Shit, I need my hair and my makeup done.
Damn.
She'd be like, I'm going to shut up right now.
But I'm going to be talking later.
But
I got a tip for your ass.
Because you know what? I have banned people out my chair. Or I have banned people out my life. And she finds it so funny because people be like, oh, have you heard from so-and-so? Or are you talking to so-and-so? And I'll be like, no. And I don't plan on it. I wish them the best, but...
I'm the same way for a lot of folks.
No, because...
I'm a cold
I feel like it wasn't worth the relationship wasn't worth saving.
Exactly.
Because if it was
worth saving,
if it was worth saving, I'm a bow down when I have to bow down. I'm gonna say, okay, well, I was wrong. I apologize. Nah, I mean, shit, I was a little rough. I ain't mean to say it like that.
I think you have to have patience and you have to understand. Like you have to have like a certain understanding with people, and it's up to you internally if you want to understand that person.
If it's worth the energy to even attempt to.
Yeah, because some people just got bad juju. Like we didn't ran across some females that just was, and Donna be the first one to call it out. I don't like her.
Don't like her.
Damn.
She cannot sit with us anymore. Don't like that. I read her whole MO. Like that ain't gonna happen no more. Like
I
we
need
can't
to keep
do
you
that.
around for that purpose.
For real, because we really like when we do things, we really have a good time. Like because we're gonna have an understanding. Like we really gonna have a good time. That's just like if we all go somewhere, we all understand now. We go know from the beginning of the night. Hey, is we gonna act a fool tonight, or is we gonna keep it together tonight? If we all agree to keep it together, we understand to keep it together. If one person say you with the shit, somebody say you with the shits, we with the shits. We gonna get approval first before we set it off up in here. We got an understanding. I'm gonna say, hey, I gotta take my jury off. Wait a minute.
Right.
We can't just be doing all kind of random
Jump
stuff.
in.
We
just
doing,
popping out for no reason.
We on a different level of life now.
And
everybody
success.
got big Louis bags, never folds, and Gucci bags. I don't
Right.
got time to be losing no wigs and stuff. Not much just go.
Right.
So we go
We
make sure
really
we all
expensive
have
around here
idea.
these days. Like we have more to lose. I think we at a. I'm at a point where I have more to lose. Like I stopped looking at what I had in small hindsight because I didn't value myself, and I definitely didn't value the things I had because I allowed so many situations, so many people to just have easy access to me that I didn't realize that I was such a high commodity.
Right.
So I had to stop looking at myself small and realizing like, oh, you really are the it factor.
Right.
So if I'm the it factor and I'm being drained, everybody else around me was thriving.
Right.
And I was being drained. How is that even possible when I'm the thinking tank?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
the trade for me was,
You're like, oh, I'm the brains of this operation.
yeah,
Girl, I think you should that back to what you was talking about, and when she asked the question, like when I felt like I had to let go a lot of stuff that like I felt like I had my crown on my head and my crown got knocked off, and I had to look around and be like, wait a minute, I need my own castle back. I need my own crown back on my head. I like to bibbity bobbity boo around this motherfucker. This is just like how you say you gotta run shit. That's something that I just gotta have. Like something gotta be,
and it gotta be healthy. You know what I'm saying? Because I think a lot of times when we allow certain people into our life, they know too much. And Bia said it first. These hoes get too jealous. Because
what do you mean know too much? Like know too much about you as a person, or
I
know too much?
I think sometimes when people know too much of your personal business, they can use it to hurt you.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You get what I'm saying?
And it's
like
hard.
No one knows how to hurt you better than the motherfucker that know you.
It's true.
Like I
value that though. I value it.
I value it if it's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I value it if it's not in a manipulative way. I value it if I don't only hear the bullshit that I do when you mad. You get what I'm saying? Because if you gonna talk about me, you gonna talk about me in no matter what situation. Right. Like, hey, all right, bitch, it's getting too much now. This how you really feel, or what is this coming from? Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be that friend. Don't tell me a year later how I made you feel, because really I'm gonna cut you off and I'm gonna tell you about yourself, because you had animosity you were holding toward me.
So that means
I don't have time to live like that, because bitch,
that mean the whole time.
I'm not running your stuff down to you, because I don't have time for that. So as soon as you running me down to me,
that mean the whole time I'm gonna have to question the whole friendship and relationship.
So you like just nip it in the bud when it pops up.
I'm one of them. Like if I do something to Donna, I'm getting a text message.
Girl, something for me.
She gonna tell me right then and there, and I'll be like, well, let's talk about shit now. I need time to think, and we're gonna talk about it later. But I'm one of them. No, we're gonna deal with it now. Because the bigger picture of our relationship, we ain't even reached it yet. Right. So we still got work to do, and I don't want to lose you, because it done been a lot that came and went, and we didn't made it. So we just gonna have to figure it out.
Yeah.
And I can't do tomorrow, because I'm not gonna be feeling the way you feeling tomorrow, and I'm gonna look at you crazy.
I think I really value friendship and the action. This because of the way my life has been. At this point, I value the ability to get to know someone and let someone get to know me. It means more to me, I think, than the society today gives. People don't really want to get to know each other no more. Like talking about. That's why. That's what it seems like. It seems like everyone has their motive. So there's I want to get to my motive. I don't really, you know what I mean? If I get to know you, but it's like, are they taking the time to really look at you and really, master your character? And,
I feel like this. One thing I'm learning and I'm getting to learn is every relationship has to be intentional. And that's in every relationship I have. I'm a planner. It's not that I want to be in control, but at the same time, I feel like we should have a report card on where we at. Like, what are you doing?
Okay,
how are you
time.
feeling?
So, since we're talking about fair trade, who you done had to trade out? Give us a story, girl, please. Who you done had to trade that and play with you? some
For
kind
your
of
A lot
way.
of them.
For your peace.
Nah, give us one story, girl. I know you got some good ones.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about a recent fair trade.
A recent?
Look,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I didn't traded out family members. I've traded out. She laughing. I'm so
I've been
serious.
there.
I didn't traded out family members. I've traded out friends that been there past 10 years. That been there half my life, because it was just certain direction in my life that I realized that we wasn't moving toward. And I got tired of fighting for something that they could give a shit less
She
about.
fought me for me telling her not to fight for her.
Yeah, because my loyalty, my thing is,
Run deep.
you know, it run deep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm a spiritual person. Once I start praying with you, once I'm around your family, like I feel like we have that bond.
Right.
You know, that's something intimate for me. And I started realizing, because I got at a very low point in my life, and those people I felt like were supposed to be there for me because I was there for them. I'm talking about hopping on flights, leaving, not thinking about my responsibility.
Right.
I never put myself first. Like I didn't have no kids. I didn't have no man. I was just living, working, trying to figure out life. So if you my friend, to me, because I didn't have, you know, that mother, father relationship as a kid growing up. So the streets were my family. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I felt like everybody that I was meeting, I'm going to hold you there, because I don't have that secureness that I thought I needed. You get what I'm saying? And that's something I had to learn. Like, it's okay to be by yourself. It's a difference between being by yourself and isolating yourself. Does that make sense?
Yes, because I definitely, I understand the isolation.
Sometimes you
Exactly.
need to be by yourself.
Sometimes you need to be by yourself.
yourself.
And sometimes you need to isolate. But at the same time, I think people take isolation with being alone and people not being there for accessing me, or just being there for me. Like I tell people all the time, you know, in high school, I never realized how popular I was until I'm grown now and people know me and they see me, and I be thinking like I barely was there. You know, how do you know me? But at the same time, the only person that was I felt alone. That was a mentality.
Right. Definitely.
You get what I'm saying? That was a mentality, because the ones that I kept close and dear to me, I didn't feel comfortable to be myself around. So, you know, when you start getting older, you start putting these walls up, building certain stuff, and you know, you go about certain situations, you know, wrong sometimes. I can honestly say, you know, in some of my relationships with some of my friends, I did my fair share of bullshit probably to them too. I'll take that. But at the end of the day, I don't think I've ever intentionally tried to hurt someone.
Right.
And I think when I started realizing that it wasn't a fair trade, it wasn't like you not willing to trade off lost sleep. You're not willing to trade off not paying your bill to make sure that the homie okay. Right. You not taking in consideration the bullshit I gotta go through to make sure that I'm making moves for the team to be okay. Or you not thinking about the weight I'm carrying. You know what I'm saying? Heavy is the head that bear the crown. But as soon as something little happened to you, I gotta run to you and cater to you. But who is catering to me when I'm breaking down? But you can run me down and tell me how not great I am,
or how you haven't been.
Yeah,
there.
so you know, I went through a sad space where I was vulnerable. I was hurt. You know, I was vulnerable. I was hurt. I was depressed. I didn't want to be here no more because I felt I was invalued. You know, I let people and me serving people devalue me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I had to find me again. I had to become one with me again. So as I start isolating, I start soul searching. I start having those hard conversations with me, because let me tell you something, when you by yourself, those are the hardest conversations you got to have. So, you know, I stopped blaming people like, oh, y'all, I stopped playing victim, and I started looking at my place in it. Well, you wouldn't even been able to do that to me if I didn't even allow you to have the key to the kingdom.
Period.
We be so quick to give everybody the key to the kingdom as soon as they come in, but no, you're going to work for it and earn it. Because I can't go to no Fortune 500 company or no established company and open up their business tomorrow. They're not giving me the keys. They just not. I got to prove myself. So if business has a staple for that and a boundary, I had to start being so emotionally attached to situations and start looking at it as a business and saying, well, what is the intention of this relationship and how do we serve each other?
Right.
Because at this point in my life, I'm a cut the cord for me.
So how that been going for you?
It's been going great.
How you feeling?
The cut has been great. Let me tell you something. I've been growing. I've been glowing up. I got products. I got salons. I got businesses.
Period.
I'm flying. I just took my first private flight. You know, it's great. But those same people that feel like they made you or they gave or it was them that catered to who you were, you realize that the trade was, I was it.
You notice that all your friends have all their own businesses?
Yes.
All of your close friends right now, every last one of them have their own businesses. That's how I think about y'all too. I be like, all my real friends, like, they have their own businesses. Like, Nene do her clothing. Thalia got Luz Bath Luxuries. I'm do my
and we
thing.
don't hang out all the time.
Nah, but
Bitch,
when
we busy.
We exactly. We're busy.
We gonna have a long morning conversation.
Exactly. We gonna smoke one. We gonna hook up. We gonna have a good time. We gonna have a drink. Do business. Get money together.
And go back home.
Come up with ideas.
Build.
No, for real.
And I think you have to be comfortable with trading out your old group for a new group.
If your group ain't growing with you, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because for my birthday,
Man,
for my birthday, I went to Miami. Okay,
we went to Miami.
She always want to be included. What happened to my story?
Girl, this is her story, girl. She got mad because I ain't really want to go because I ain't want to spend no money on the Miami trip. I'm trying to sit down somewhere. I got so much shit to do. She gonna tell me, I gotta get me a new group of friends with some money because every time it come to me, y'all got an issue. I'm over here got a prove a point. Well, fuck it, I'm going.
and everything worked out.
Sign me up.
She said, sign me up.
For real.
Next thing you know, he's on a plane.
Okay. And we was lit too. Now, fair trade is, what are some tips that we can give our listeners? Because I really kind of want to get into beauty tips this week and sex, obviously.
Well, we should definitely do that after the break.
Oh, we got a break this week. We on good time here. Whoa. Cha-cha-cha.
Okay. Silly.
Are we going into break?
When you take us into break.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, we'll give you guys a break real quick.
We're going to give you guys a break real quick. And when we come back, we are definitely going into beauty tips and sex tips.
This is Love to Jam Radio.
And Mafia Doll, Brittany Inc. with DSG, Doll Survival Guide.